Nicole here, Prayer Can Help Ministries, with today's inspirational nugget. It comes from 2 Corinthians 4:18. And 2 Corinthians 4:18, it talks about we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen, since what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. Now, this can be difficult to think about or to truly grasp because bills are real, pain is real, heartache is real, wayward children, things that are happening on the job, failed marriages, all these things are real. But we have to understand God is realer, He is greater. And God is not asking us to ignore and pretend our situation doesn't exist. But what He is saying is that He exists in the midst of our situation. And that's something that we have to recognize. God exists in the midst of my situation. So when I continue to surrender it to Him, and when I allow God to pour back into me, then I have the opportunity to come out winning because I am listening to His advisement and I'm doing what He has instructed for me to do. Sometimes what we need to do, or what God is asking us to do, is to look at it through His eyes and recognize and not lean to our own understanding. See, sometimes we think, well, God, it has to be done this way or should be done this way. But we forget He says His ways are not our ways. His timing is not our timing. So how God is going to work it out, the things that are in play that He's going to turn around, just know that He's going to work it together for your good. And know, because He is all knowing and all powerful, that He has the ability, the tools, and the resources to make it happen. What do? We go and we walk through with God. And every step of the way, we just ask God for that relief and that joy and that peace. And we continue to stay submersed in His presence. We continue to stop entertaining what the enemy says about us, about our situation. We stop entertaining others that keep speaking negativity and discouraging things into our life. So that way it leaves us open to embrace the truths that God says about us and about what He can do. And embrace even the ability and the truth that God says about us. For He says, greater is He in us than the one who is in the world. He has made us more than a conqueror. And He says in Christ we have overwhelming victory. So when we receive that and we walk in it and we own it, then we start to see that things change in the atmosphere because our perspective and our minds receive what God says about it. And so therefore we believe it, we walk in it, we own it. And then we start to see the manifestation of answered prayer. Jesus bless and keep you. I pray that you will continue to remember what God says about you and about your situation, and know that God is for you. He's got you, and He will bring you through.